Part 2. Bitcoin. The Electronic Frontier Foundation, Greenpeace, Mozilla Foundation, Wikimedia Foundation, and Free Software Foundation. Accepted by some American politicians, including New York Democratic Congressman Jeff Curzon, have said they will accept donations made in Bitcoin to their campaigns. Merchants like Dish Network that accept Bitcoin use the services of Bitcoin payment service providers like BitPay or Coinbase. When a customer pays in Bitcoin, the payment service provider accepts the payment on behalf of the merchant, sends the received amount to the merchant's bank account, and charges less than 1% of the amount for this service. Due to Bitcoin's design for use in retail transactions, all retail value is an estimate only. According to Tim Swanson, head of business development at a Hong Kong-based technology company, daily retail purchases with Bitcoin in 2014 were worth approximately $2.3 million. Again, according to Tim Swanson's estimates as of February 2015, he stated that less than 5,000 Bitcoins were used in retail purchases per day, and in 2014 concluded that the increase in the use of Bitcoin in retail purchases was very small. Because of banks concerned about Bitcoin engaging in illegal activities, Bitcoin companies have difficulty opening bank accounts. According to Antonio Gallipie, co-founder of BitPay, banks are afraid even if they want to work with Bitcoin companies. In 2014, the National Bank of Australia closed the accounts of Bitcoin-linked businesses, and HSBC refused to offer a Bitcoin-linked mutual fund. Some Argentines have bought Bitcoin to protect against high inflation or in case governments seize their savings accounts. During the financial crisis in Cyprus in 2012–2013, the purchase of Bitcoin increased due to public concern that their accounts would be seized or taxed. Another investment management is Bitcoin funds. The first Bitcoin fund was established in Jersey in July 2014 and was approved by the Jersey Financial Services Commission. Also, the Winklevoss brothers claim to own 1% of the entire Bitcoin account in April 2013, attempted to set up a Bitcoin ETF in 2012. As of March 10, 2017, the ETF was rejected by the SEC due to regulatory concerns. After this announcement, the value of Bitcoin dropped 15% in a few minutes, but mostly recovered in a short time. Beginning in early 2015, a New York-based Bitcoin exchange plan called Gemini has been announced. It was announced that it received approval to launch on October 5, 2015. Instead of buying Bitcoin, venture capitalists like Peter Thiel are giving their infrastructure to merchants, exchanges, wallet services, etc. They finance them like companies that provide payment systems. The company's goal is to support 100 Bitcoin businesses for $10,000 to $20,000 for a 6% stake in 2 to 3 years. Investors have also invested in Bitcoin mining. According to a study by Paulo Tasca in 2015, Bitcoin companies earned nearly $1 billion in 3 years Q1 2012–Q1 2012. The idea of freeing money from central monopoly of virtual currencies such as Bitcoin is theoretically based on the Austrian School of Economics. In particular, Friedrich von Hayek's book Denationalization of Money, The Argument Refined, is about ending the central bank monopoly of money production, distribution and control. Bitcoin appeals to tech-savvy libertarians because it is beyond the reach of corporate banking systems and government control to date. However, researchers who wanted to uncover the reasons for the interest in Bitcoin could not find a libertarian link in Google search data. Bitcoin legal status varies from country to country, and for many it is still undefined or changing. While some countries have allowed its use, others have banned it. Likewise, various government agencies, departments, and courts have classified Bitcoin differently. The rules and prohibitions that apply to Bitcoin also apply to similar electronic currencies. Stephen Strauss, a Harvard public policy professor, suggested in April 2013 that governments might ban Bitcoin, and this possibility was reiterated by a Bitcoin investment vehicle in July 2013. However, the vast majority of countries have not implemented a ban on Bitcoin since 2014. Some of the countries where Bitcoin is banned are Bangladesh, Bolivia, and Ecuador. However, in addition to all these, there are also countries where Bitcoin is declared the official currency. El Salvador declared Bitcoin the official currency with the bill passed by the Senate on June 8, 2021. In March 2017, Northwestern University Pritzker School of Law professors John O. McGinnis and Kyle W. Roche suggested that Bitcoin represents a stronger third currency regime against government control because it is not physically stored anywhere and operates on an encrypted infrastructure. It took. The use of Bitcoin by criminals has attracted the attention of financial regulators, legislatures, law enforcement and the media. The FBI prepared an intelligence report on this topic, the SEC issued a warning on investments in virtual currency, and in November 2013 the U.S. Senate held a hearing on virtual currencies. There are many reports stating that the popularity of Bitcoin is due to its use in illegal transactions. In 2014, researchers at the University of Kentucky showed that computer programmers and illegal activities were attracted to Bitcoin, finding limited political and investment support. A CMU researcher in 2012 estimated that between 4.5 and 9% of all transactions on the world stock markets take place in the web drug market, Silk Road. Due to the lack of centralized control and the anonymous nature, it is difficult to know whether these trades were made or just faked to buy Bitcoin. Several deep web black markets have been shut down by the authorities. In October 2013, Silk Road was closed by U.S. law enforcement, resulting in a short-term decline in Bitcoin's value. In 2015, the founder of the site was sentenced to prison. Alternative sites were soon launched, and the Australian Broadcasting Corporation reported that the closure of Silk Road in early 2014 did not affect the number of Australians selling drugs online. At the beginning of 2014, Dutch authorities closed the online illegal trading site Utopia and cost 900 bitcoins confiscated. In late 2014, 400 deep web sites were shut down and their bitcoins seized in a joint European and American operation. In December 2014, Charlie Shrem was sentenced to 2 years in prison for indirectly helping to send $1 million